Hi everyone and welcome. My name is Jennifer Long, Machine Embroidery Manager at Riley Blake Designs, and I am so excited to be here today to share with you what is innovative and special in machine embroidery at Riley Blake Designs. At RBD, our machine embroidery projects are engineered for success right from the beginning all the way through till the end. We have designer-focused cover stitches and projects that really bring to life what the designer has created in their fabrics. We have exclusive motifs and embossed designs that give you the feel of airiness and quality as you are working through them. We have 3D in the hoop designs that are really pushing the boundaries in what is possible in the hoop. Of course, we are always fabric focused, so we have our projects designed in both our RBD basics and collections to give you lots of versatility and options as you are working through them. Our patterns are innovative and clear and easy to follow, and I can't wait to show you how to follow them and how easy they actually are. We have structures that are really pushing the boundaries of what is possible and how they are assembled, and we're going to go deep into all of these things here today. Let's get started with our quilts over here. So you can do a quilt of almost any size inside the hoop. We start off by each block individually, and you can do projects that are small, like a wall hanging, all the way up to a lap size and beyond. Often our machine embroidery projects come in 3 hoop sizes, 6x10, 8x12, and 9x14, all for the quilt designs. I want to show you a couple of the details. So you will do a block inside the hoop for machine embroidery for your quilt project. And in here you can see what is happening from the embossed stitches, which is this stitch right over here that has a design and a pattern inside of it, but it gives kind of a fill appearance, just like a fabric would. And then you move over to the next petal where it's an embossed design, and in this design it's very much the same. It's mimicked through what is happening in the fabric, but it gives a much more lacy, airy feel. And so we have done all of this innovation so that you can enjoy watching your embroidery machine stitch these out and get this texture and look. If you come over through here, you're going to see the lacy, airy feel of all the designs. We are trying to keep the designs light on thread, but high on texture and design so that they stitch quickly, efficiently, and then also with lots of detail and special things that are happening. Even this here, even this block that is pieced completely in the hoop is done in your embroidery machine, so you get perfect straight angles every single time. If you move over here to the quilt that's underneath, you're going to see even different special detail because every design that we are using, every motif fill, every embossed stitching that we're using here is mimicked in this fabric collection. I said that Riley Blake Designs is fabric focused and designer focused, and so we are really leaning into that hard to share with you all of these great details that come about inside these blocks that you can't get anywhere else but inside Riley Blake Designs machine embroidery. Even look at these cover stitches. They have a lovely design that is embossed over them. And what is a cover stitch? Well, a cover stitch helps protect the edge of your raw edge of your fabric. So you place your fabric down, and then your machine does a beautiful cover stitch once it's trimmed. And we are playing with how fun that is to make it beautiful and special and unique to that quilt. And then on another quilt below here, you can see extra detail. We are doing 3D detail that is popping out and having fun. Look at this adorable little bookmark on this, on these 2 little books. And here's a great example of that embossed detail that you can see on the book and all the directions. Look at all of the lovely detail on this cover book here, and it's all done to give you texture and words and to give it all of the different dimensions and lights that you can see through here. So the quilt designs are endless, and all the fun that you can have. You can make just one block, or you can go ahead and make the whole quilt, and there's just so many possibilities for our quilts. Next, I wanted to move on to our 3D projects. So like I said before, Riley Blake Designs is pushing the boundaries of what is possible in the hoop. Doing something in the hoop means that the whole project, or a big part of the project, is actually done inside the embroidery machine hoop. So from laying out the fabric, to the designs on top, to even the back part of the project, all before it has to be turned, that is considered an in the hoop project. And we have a large growing library of completely innovative in the hoop projects. Let's come and see what some of them are. We have these adorable pumpkins that are quilted in the hoop. You can see that they have faces, they have freestanding applique leaves, and they even have stems that are sewn together in the hoop. You assemble that together and you get this adorable, wonderful home decor that you can make in your embroidery machine. Moving over here, we have great projects, hot pads for your kitchen. I want to show you some of these details. So they come in all the different hoop sizes, which means that you can use them for a mug rug all the way up to a very large hot pad. And I'm going to show you here that you can see all of the adorable quilting that's even done in the hoop. Remember, we talked about innovative cover stitches that are happening. You can see through each of these that a different cover stitch, all of this thought and detail was put into these projects as they were being created so that you can have them come to life on your embroidery machine. Coming over here, we have new shapes and fun shapes for hot pads and pot pinchers. Yes, this is a pot pincher, quilted in the hoop, designed in the hoop, and completely finished in the hoop. There is nothing that comes onto your sewing machine here, and you can put your little fingers in here and use this to pinch the pots. Even this pumpkin is one as well. Look how fun. You can see that there's designs and texture on both sides of these elements. And so you can see how much thought was gone into the quilting, again into the embossed designs here, and all throughout that project. It's so much fun to create, make, and use and enjoy. We also have at Riley Blake a whole series of dolls. These dolls are done completely in the hoop. They are an innovative way to create a stuffed 3D element that is now copywritten through Sew Story and licensed to Riley Blake's Designs. They, again, are using a lot of the same techniques that we are learning through all of these projects, like embossed stitching here, and also motif fills. We're using motif fills quite often on the shoes so that they can turn well, and you're having lots of ease in stuffing these. You can see that the texture on all of this motif stitching is just beautiful, and it really echoes what's happening throughout the whole project. So all of the details are made and shown to really pull the whole project together. I'm so excited to show you all of the little details. You can see that we have texture throughout this doll, the eyes come to life, and even these elements like the hats are done completely in the hoop. So exciting and innovative. Now moving over to our structures at Riley Blake Designs, we are excited to be launching and sharing a very, very innovative way to assemble and deassemble structures that are made in the hoop. Using our patent-pending tab and brad system, we can create so many amazing details that pop out and come to life. Now just like look at this adorable little awning that's over this door. This is made in the hoop and just fixed together, not with a sewing machine, but with a tab and brad system. So easy and fun. You can see how the buildings come out, and all of these pieces, each one is designed to be completely done in the hoop and then assembled afterwards. The wonderful thing about tab and brad system is if you don't have space or you don't want to keep it out the whole time, you can deassemble it as well, put it away until next year and bring it out and enjoy it again. Let's just take a look at some of the great detail that are on just these projects here. So you can see all of the adorable little textures, the 3D elements that are popping out over here. There's even a banner that's attached at the top that has lots of cute little detail. It's so fun to make and so fun to assemble. And you can see how the building is popping out here as well. Coming over to our Modern Prairie series, you can see that there's a quilt here that comes apart. We can actually switch this out for the season, so you could keep your barn out all of the time and switch out your seasons. You can see how the barn is built in structured, and all that's required for this particular one is a 6x10 hoop. That's right, you can make this whole structure in a 6x10 hoop. Look at this adorable wagon. Again, everything is done in the hoop. There's even a little seat that you can have your little person sit on here with little wheels, and look at all of the detail that's happened. So really, it's just pressing start on your machine and following the instructions. Which brings me to talking about instructions. Our instructions at Riley Blake are innovative and easy to follow. I want to show you just one page of what our instructions look like, just to show you how easy and actually fun it is to follow along with Riley Blake Designs machine embroidery. You can see that you can start here. This is for a church quilt block, and it tells you all of the different sizes that you can do. But we tell you with pictures everything you can do, all the way from how to hoop your stabilizer, what stabilizers to use, all the way to exactly every single step in your machine has a picture for it. So you never have to worry about being lost or using the wrong fabric or even using the wrong thread. You can make sure and just follow along with our instructions. They are completely visual. We tell you when to trim, and they are fun and easy to follow. To make it even easier when you're doing a larger project or one that requires multiple hoopings, we've even color-coded every single different hoop. So you know that right now I'm on hoop 7 and I'm in this kind of barn red color. Maybe hoop 8 will be in a different color, and these are just great visual cues for you to help follow along. All of these instructions can be found right on the USB, and all of our machine embroidery projects have a USB that comes in a gorgeous case, collectible case like this one, and you'll have the instructions for each project as a download inside of there. At Riley Blake Designs, you know we are fabric focused, so don't forget that we have every single machine embroidery USB designed in both a collection and an RBD basics, so that you can use it however it inspires you to create. We are having a growing library at Riley Blake Designs of education, blogs, videos to help support you and your process. So all you have to do is pick the project you want and create the beautiful project as you want with all of the support that we can provide. We are so excited to share this with you. We'd love for you to come over to the Riley Blake website and check out the Machine Embroidery tab. Inside the Machine Embroidery tab, you will find all of our past and future projects, along with fabric requirements and shopping lists for both basics and collections versions. You'll get inspiration there, education, thread charts, and so much more. You'll have so much fun looking through it all.